All right, friends. Yesterday, I gave you the sentence starters, and we took our words that we used to describe the leprechauns and turned them into some sentences, and we made our sloppy copy. So today, we're going to take a look at the sentences that we made, and we're going to expand them a little bit and edit it to make it some really awesome descriptive writing. We're going to also take in some information that we might have gotten from the story Tim O'Toole that maybe have described a little bit better about some of the leprechauns. So we originally said a leprechaun is tiny. Now remember, we also said that they could wear green. So I'm going to erase my period and I'm going to continue on with my writing. So a leprechaun is tiny, and I'm going to use that word "and" to expand my sentence. A leprechaun is tiny and wears green. We're going to do the same thing with the next one. He sounds magical. And we also said that he may have a tiny voice. So he sounds magical and has a tiny voice. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about the spelling. If it's not there, we'll fix it. We'll correct it. He acts mischievous. He acts mischievous. Do we have anything else that we might to add on that? Let's see. He acts mischievous and is tricky. And is tricky. He loves, I see something right here that we need to edit. He loves play tricks. That sentence doesn't make sense. Good thing that we go back in and we always check our sloppy copy to make sure that it makes sense. So he loves to play tricks and he likes to hide his pot of gold. So I'm going to put he loves to play tricks and hide his pot of gold. All right, now we always make sure when we do our sloppy copies, we go back, we reread it, and we check to make sure that it makes sense and has swag in the sentence. So we're going to add a lot of things we're going to look at real quick. I'm going to start with my first one. A leprechaun is tiny and wears green. Sounds pretty good. Starts with a capital, written neatly. I gave it a space between my words, and I gave it punctuation. My next sentence. He sounds magical and has a tiny voice. Sounds good. Let's check it for swag. Starts with the capital, written neatly, a space between words, and it's got punctuation. It's got swag. Let's check the next one. He acts mischievous and is tricky. Well, sounds good. Starts with the capital, written neatly, a space between, and give it punctuation. All right. He acts mischievous and is tricky. I think that might be a very excited telling sentence. He loves to play tricks and hide his pot of gold. Starts with a capital, written neatly, space between, punctuation, and it sounds good. All right, we've got a nice edited sloppy copy. On the next page or the next slide, you're going to finish your sentences. You will have the sentence starters again, but think about adding some more detail, using the word and expanding. Remember to go back and check it, reread it, make sure it sounds good, and check it for swag before you hit submit.